If you're thinking about getting into book arbitrage through Amazon FBA, then you've probably come across Peter Valley's name once or twice. For many FBA sellers, selling books is just one way to use the platform to turn a profit. And according to Peter, he's been banking on it for years. Back when e-commerce was still in its infancy, he already had the book arbitrage game down. Now, years later, with technology on his side, he took all of the skills he learned along the way and bundled them all into Zen Arbitrage. It's basically a software platform that helps streamline and amplify the process of flipping books on Amazon. So the app has plenty of tools to help you pinpoint the books with the highest profit potential. That means it breaks down the process of finding cheaper books, calculates the FBA selling price and fees, and helps determine your competition rate with other sellers. And when it comes to platform features, Peter definitely doesn't hold back. There is a lot to unpack here, from its database of 21 million books to its FBA task automation tool, even some top money-making tips from Peter himself. Sounds like the ultimate all-in-one business solution, right? Still, there's a lot to consider about Peter and his software system that doesn't meet the eye. A lot of gurus in the Amazon FBA space will hype up the idea of making a passive or even a semi-passive income online without giving you any of the ins and outs of how it works. And the reality is there's a lot more legwork involved behind the scenes that a lot of people don't know about until it's too late. Luckily, I've been there and done that with FBA, so hopefully you can learn from my mistakes instead. With that being said, today let's take a deeper look at some of the pitfalls of Zen Arbitrage that you won't hear about from the man himself. I'll skip straight to the good stuff, or in this case, the bad, and everything in between. If you guys want to learn more about my #1 recommendation for making money online, please visit the link in the description below. And just throwing a quick disclaimer out there, guys, this video is all about Peter Valley, but let me say I have no affiliation with him or any of his programs. This is just my honest opinion based on what I found through hours of research, so you don't have to. So before you come to conclusions about Peter and Zen Arbitrage, remember to do your own research. Remember, you can find any of this info online, and it's all just my thoughts. Having said that, FBA is not the best business to try, and here's why. So running a Zen Arbitrage business may seem enticing for most, but let's break down the less glamorous side. Like any business out there, it demands your time, energy, and money upfront, and success doesn't come overnight, which means it definitely will take time to get it, or it might not happen at all. So making Zen Arbitrage profitable involves a lot of mastering skills beyond just book arbitrage, and this journey is definitely not a budget-friendly one. To start with, buying and shipping books can get very expensive fast, plus your return on investment might not come overnight, leaving you in a phase of spending more on shipping and inventory than getting anything back. Also, the startup costs are no joke either. Despite what you're told, you should plan on shelling out at least a couple $1,000s extra to kickstart your business, covering things like inventory and product imaging. Also, don't forget that Zen Arbitrage is a yearly subscription, which comes out to about $97 a year, and it also comes with a 14-day trial period. Also note that it's not a one-time deal, so whether you find success or not, Peter's still pocketing your money. Also, those profit margins aren't as crazy as you might think. The average net profit per book hovers around $20 to $50. So to make a good profit, you'll need to find and sell countless books, making it a game of quantity over quality. So while the allure of Zen Arbitrage might pull you in, the reality involves considerable costs, uncertain returns, and a continuous subscription fee. So before diving in, it's definitely important to weigh these things to decide if the potential gains outweigh the financial commitment. If you're thinking about diving into the world of lucrative book niches with Zen Arbitrage, then let's get real about what you're signing up for. The thing is, the books with the most cash potential are swimming in a sea of competition, so you better be ready to hustle as you try to outshine others in the game. Success in this model means constant digging through Zen Arbitrage's database as well, so watch out for the occasional mistake. Wrong rankings might throw you off too, adding extra research to your to-do list. Then there's the seasonal aspect. So textbook demand peaks during certain times of the year, like the start of a school semester, and outside of these times, be ready to put in that extra effort to keep the income flowing, guys. That means more time being spent on the relentless hunt for profitable books. But here's the thing, this isn't a set it and forget it type of income. Your money flow really relies on your never-ending search for books to flip. And the more books you do gather, the more you're shelling out for overhead costs thanks to inventory management. And building a brand isn't a cakewalk either. It definitely takes time and a deep dive into marketing strategies like Facebook and Google ads. And just a heads up, guys, ads do come with their own high price tag. So while Zen Arbitrage might sell the dream of online success, keep your eyes wide open because there are a lot of factors like fierce competition, time-consuming tasks, season-dependent demand, and the not-so-passive income reality that are all part of this package. So before taking the plunge, make sure the pros negate the cons and are worth your effort and financial investment. Your success in this course also hinges on factors like location and the availability of shipping facilities in your area. Amazon holds a lot of power here as they can take a lot of restrictions and place them on specific books, limiting your selling options as an Amazon seller. These restrictions vary, ranging from selling only used copybooks to catering exclusively to collectors, or even a complete ban on selling certain titles. So dealing with Amazon policies is definitely a crucial aspect when using Zen Arbitrage. This also means it's very important to read Amazon's guidelines before buying a lot of these books. So while this process may take a little bit of time, understanding and complying with Amazon's rules can definitely help you to avoid potential issues and make well-informed decisions that positively impact your business. Honestly, you also have to remember that you won't have full control over your business either, since you are subject to Amazon's rules. They also have very strict shipping requirements as well, only adding another layer of stress to things. At the end of the day, beyond just Zen Arbitrage, Amazon book arbitrage is risky in general because it's very competitive and has a low profit margin potential. The inconsistent demand and price fluctuations also make it very hard to get a stable income and find arbitrage opportunities. That means you end up spending more time, energy, and money to make this business work. Even then, there's no guarantee that every book in your inventory will sell, especially if you end up acquiring slow-selling books. Plus, Amazon's restrictions and shipping issues could arise, making it that much harder for you to sell books quickly. So yes, while Zen Arbitrage actually works, it does come with its own fair share of challenges like low profit margins, high competition, and inconsistent returns. And while some people have found success with Zen Arbitrage, it may not work for everyone, especially beginners, as a way to make money online. So if you're looking for a more profitable business model, you should consider better business models like local lead generation. It involves ranking your lead generation website on Google and renting it to local businesses. And compared to online book arbitrage, local lead gen provides much higher profit margins and a more stable semi-passive income. So for more information on my #1 recommendation for online business, please visit the link in the description below.